Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today I am going to discuss subsectors of Pakistan agriculture sector. This is lecture number 14 and let me clear here that this is one of the series of the lectures which I have been delivering on main topic, that is the socio-economic and political turmoil of Pakistan and its solution. In this lecture we will be able to know about the status or the position of subsector, its role, and the issues being faced by this sector and the solution. Hope that you will subscribe my channel. I am Professor Shakeel Abbasi. This is very useful for the students, teachers, and the journal reader. Today date is 1st March 2026 and we are observing 11th fast of Ramazan al-Mubarak here in Pakistan. Let us switch over to the lecture, and in this lecture I think that hardly one sector of the agriculture sector, that is the crop sector, would be covered, and remaining subsectors would be discussed in other lectures. Wait for them. I'm sorry for being too late regarding this. Before we start the lecture, we should be familiar with the different terminology regarding this crop sector. Crop and non-crop farming. Crop farming means all the economic activities regarding sowing and harvesting of a crop or the produce. And non-farm means fisheries, livestock, etc., and machinery. These are the non-farm activities. And regarding crops, we should be familiar with the classification of the crops. Here in Pakistan, we have the major crops, minor crops, cash crops are the staple food, and rabi crop, kharif crop, then the crop which is rich in carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and the vitamins. This is the classification. In Pakistan, major crops are wheat, rice, maize, cotton, and sugarcane. These are the 5 major crops. In case of minor crops, we have mustard or the rapeseed. Then we have potatoes, tomatoes, then different pulses like mash, masoor, arar, etc. These are the minor crops. And likewise, we can say horticulture, that is the fruit and the vegetable like mango, then the oranges, then we have the guava, banana, etc. These are the minor crops. Classification on the basis of seasons like kharif crops and the rabi crops. Rabi crops which are actually sown during October to December and harvested during April to June, and kharif crops which are sown during April to June. So, and then they are harvested during October to December. Kharif crops, we have cotton, we have the rice, we have sugarcane, we have the maize and the bajra, which is called millet, and then jowar, and the pulses like mash, moong, arar, etc. Rabi crops in Pakistan. Rabi is the Arabic word which means spring, actually, crops which are harvested during spring, and they are barley, gram, masoor, tobacco, rapeseed, and mustard. Oil is extracted from this. Anyhow, these are this is the classification on the basis of the seasons. On the basis of marketing the crops which are sown for commercial purposes to earn the profit, they are called cash crops. In Pakistan, it was usually tobacco. Now all these crops, 5 crops, are actually cash crops. They are produced to earn actually profit. Then we on the basis of nutritional value, carbohydrate rich crops are like rice, like these are actually food crops which are eaten by us, and out of this some are actually called as staple food. These are food crops which are taken by actually human being, like rice, like sugar cane, like wheat, like maize. These are actually food crops. And staple food is actually wheat, and to some extent it is rice. Staple food means the primary stay our which is generally taken by our masses, that is the staple food. So this is the classification. With this classification, let us move ahead. What is the importance of crop sector? This sector is very important. This shows good life, and if its nutritional value is high, it shows good quality life. Without this, we cannot think of life. We take wheat, we take rice, maize, and vegetables, etc. To survive. So it is a matter of survival. Anyhow, this is for point number one. And point number two is that its share in employment and GDP is very high. And its share in agriculture value addition is almost 18% of major crops, and 14% of minor crops. And share in GDP is 5% of major crops and 4% of minor crops, by rounding off the actually figures. Anyhow, this is the role. Its role in income tax is actually nominal, but anyhow, it is playing a good role in that. So far as nutritional value is concerned, it is a great source of carbohydrates. All the crops are rich, like rich in carbohydrates, like wheat, rice, maize, etc. So this is the primary source of human energy. Likewise, it is our national identity. We export these crops to the rest of the countries, whether it is sugar, cane, or the cotton, or the wheat sometimes, and maize. We are exporting mango and the oranges, very delicious taste, unique taste. Like almond, we are exporting these, and the vegetables we are exporting as well. So this is our international identity as well. Another point which is very important, this actually good for good environment. Plantation or the growing of the crop, if with certain precautions, we believe in biological control, and we use manure instead of fertilizer. We pay respect to the environmental friendly activities we promote, then this assures good environment. Plantation of trees, gardening activity, or the promotion of horticulture is very useful for this. So we will discuss in case of problems. This is actually the role or the importance of crop sectors of Pakistan. Robust and healthy nation actually owes because of this sector, that is the crop sector. Not only this, as you know that 80% of our industry is agro-based industry, so this is the lifeblood of our industrial sector. As you know that it is the cotton and cotton related industry which is important in Pakistan's economy. Then we have so many flour mills in Pakistan, almost more than 1,500. And then we have the confectionaries, then we have the biscuit industry, we have a food industry. So that industry depends upon our wheat, our maize, etc. Then we have the cotton, that we have the textile industry. So we have the sugar, more than 79 sugar units in Pakistan, depending upon this sugar cane. So employment, I have not discussed this point in previous point. It is providing jobs to million of Pakistani, almost more than 20 to 30 million people are attached with this sector. We will discuss subsequently. Anyhow, and interesting dimension is that it has been reported that 61% working women are attached with the crop sector, whereas only 15% of working male are attached with this sector. So this is the importance, that this is the great source of inspiration and for the women and the women income, especially in a country where almost 10 million people are jobless. It is providing job and then the shelter and the food to the women deprived of so many rights here in Pakistan. There is gender biasness in Pakistan as well. So this is good. Dear viewers, I'm going to share some basic facts and figures. The status of Pakistan agriculture's subsector, that is the crop sector. And my information is dependent upon 7th agriculture census conducted by Pakistan Bureau of Statistics in 2024. And they defined the agriculture households as a person who operates a farm or possesses agriculture machinery or involved in rearing of livestock is a household. According to this census, in Pakistan, there are almost 20 million agriculture households are, and out of these 98.5% are male and remaining 1.5% are female. Census is of the view that total farms during 2024 were 11.7 million, means 1 crore and more than 17 lakh. Out of this, owner cum tenants were 89% and 11% were tenant operated. So, and farm area was 59.3 million acres, and out of this cultivated area was 52.7 million, that is 89% of farm area. And bifurcation in case of provinces is out of this cultivated area 96%. In case of Punjab, it is 96%, that is the cultivated area of total farm area, 96%, KPK 82%, Sindh 80% and 76%, Balochistan, and so on and so forth. Out of this, that is the cultivated area, 2.7 million acres, 49.9 was irrigated, that is 87%. So in case of Punjab, percentage is 59%, KPK is 11.5%, and Sindh is 16%, Balochistan 14%. It means that they are short in water. We will discuss subsequently. So far as size of the farm or the cultivated area, as I have discussed, it was 52 or so on. It has increased when we compare this cultivated area total 52.7 million acre. It has increased from 42.6 million of 2010. Number of farms have increased from 8.3 million to 11.7 million of 2024. Positive change. But per acre yield has come down. We will discuss in case of issues and the solution. Average size of the farm has decreased from 6.5 acres to 5.1 acre in 2024. What is the status of share of crops? I am discussing major crops. The share of crops in this cultivated area, wheat has increased from 43.3% and rice has come down from 12 to 14%. Share of wheat has increased. from 42 to 43, minor actually increase. In case of rice, it has decreased from 12 to 14%. And the share of sugar can also decreased from 33% from 40% of 2010, and cotton has also decreased. So the share of wheat increased slightly, whereas the share of cotton, sugarcane, and maize has come down. In case of cotton, it has decreased from 8% to 14%. Share of tobacco, fodder, and other minor crops has increased slightly from 15% to 15.6%. So this is the position. We have the positive change in India, but overall position is that per acre yield, as I have discussed in previous lecture number 13, that per acre yield of Pakistan is coming down day by day, and even we cannot compare ourselves with the Bangladesh and India. You can view that lecture. Share of fruits like mango and oranges, this has increased. Anyhow, when we look into the data, we are of the view that share of Punjab in population is almost 58 or 59%, and in crops, share of Punjab minimum is I think 51%, and maximum is 85%. In fodder, this is 85%. So whereas the share of Balochistan is nominal, except in minor crops, that is equal to 18%. That is good. So it is actually Punjab and Sindh and Balochistan and it is Punjab, KPK and Sindh, which is main source of major and minor crops, and Balochistan, which is 43% of the area, is actually far behind because of certain of reasons. We will discuss our food basket, which shows 2,100 calories per daily intake. Share of cereal is 50%. On total energy, primary source of carbohydrates and second source of protein, means it is wheat and the rice. And contribution in national exchequer, that is the provincial agriculture tax, it remained almost 8.14 billion rupees. It is very low, and potential is more than 800 billion. And regarding this, IMF has suggested Pakistan to align it with the federal government other sectors, and impose a tax of 4.5% on with a ceiling of 6.5 million income. So this is being done, and government is expecting 500 billion rupees from this sector. Let us see. Regarding environment, we can say that underground water extraction rate is 90%, and recharging is already 1%. This is alarming situation. In another survey conducted by our department, 90% samples, water samples, show contents of profenophos and imidacloprid because of use of insecticides and the pesticides. The greenhouse gases emissions contribution of this sector, that is the crop sector, is 25%, which is very high. According to another study, we see that in flooded paddy area of Punjab, CH4, that is the methane gas, and N2O, that is nitrous oxide, is very high because of utilization of the fertilizer. And these two, methane and the nitrous oxide, is 300 times potent are the dangerous as compared to CO2, that is carbon dioxide. So this is the position. This is the position or the status of agriculture sector. Or let us switch over to the main issues and the solution of this sector. Dear, we are discussing crop sector of Pakistan, and this is lecture number 14. And now we are going to discuss main issues of crop sectors and its solution. Regarding this, point number one is that declining per acre yield. As I have discussed in the previous lecture, that is lecture number 13, that despite the fact that our number of farms, cultivated area has increased, but per acre yield of Pakistan is coming down. What are the reasons? Poor input I have discussed over there, but there are other reasons as well. And data is that our number of farms increased from 8.2 million of 2010 to 11.7 million of 2024, and crop area also increased to 52.7 million acre crop area, more cultivated area. But per acre it is not comparable with even Bangladesh and India. You may listen my previous lecture. Its reason is actually our increasing population and utilization of land for housing purposes and lack of interest of the people, rather they prefer to go abroad or doing the petty jobs like the security guards and the chowkidars and etc. So lack of interest, reason being that inputs are costly, availability is timely availability is not assured by the government, and other sectors are more productive as compared to agriculture sector, and the nature of education which we are imparting to our students, young generation, that does not encourage practical actually activity or the agriculture activity, which they think that it is mundane or the filthy job, and it is tough job as well. Anyhow, regarding this proper syllabus, motivation for the student to do, and other farmers to do agriculture activities, good return for agriculture produce, guideline, easy credit at low actually rates. All these actually things to be done, and then we can have good vibrant crop sector. This is very important for our life, and because it assures our life, or rather quality life. So this is the point number one. Point number two is distribution. Land distribution is very skewed. It has been reported that 5% of the large landholders possessing 64% of total farmland, and as against this 64% of small farmers hold 15% of the farmland. So this is the position. That's why our produce is very low. These farmers have large farmers have the financial worth, has the potential, or the access to credit or the modern technology, but they prefer to have farmlands, as they think that this is that prestige and respect lies in holding large farmland, whether they are cultivated or not. So this concentration in a few and the hands of feudal lords is actually detrimental for our economy. So regarding this, solution is actually extensive and vibrant land reforms and observation or the surveillance of the government on this, whether that land is cultivated or not, and for what purpose, and what is needed by the nation, a nation which is charred in the staple food like wheat cannot grow. Ultimately, every year we see that in case of bumper crop, we lose because of lack of storage, and in case of shortage we have price hike, and sometimes we export this then import this, and we are playing actually our fate of our country and the people as well, because soaring prices of uh, food item are very costly for the poor segment of the societies, especially society or the economy where 46% of the population is living below poverty line. So it is less elastic, and there no alternate or the substitute is available. Another issue is price hike, the soaring prices or the price fluctuation. We see ever increasing prices of the crops, especially wheat, rice, sugarcane, maize, etc. Uh, in Pakistan, which are detrimental for our poor segment of the society. To control this, we have proper support prices. It has been observed that in case of wheat, we have reasonable actually support price, but in case of other agriculture crops, we have no proper support price, especially in case of minor crops. Minor crops have the potential to grow, like horticulture, the growing of the mango and the oranges and the potatoes and the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the brinjals. We can export, and we by exporting we can earn a lot of foreign exchange. But we are not focusing on these minor crops. Rather, in some cases, their production has come down, which is very costly for us. And so support price should be proper. In case of perishable goods, we have proper cold chain system, we have the cold storages, we have a proper transportation system, market, farm to market roads, and we have proper information regarding the prices and the quality and the grading and the markets as well, so that not poor farmer, rather poor population will take advantage of these policies, and in this way we will be able to stabilize the agriculture prices. So proper forecast, meteorological department should be improved, and educated people should come forward to do this agriculture activity. Rather, it has been observed they are living this. So this is very important. Most of the points I have discussed in case major issues of agriculture sector, you can listen over there. It has been observed that in case of our crop sector, wastage and spoilage is very high. It is almost 50% in case of perishable goods, whether it is of fruit or the vegetable or the wheat or the maize, and there is no storage capacity, and as a result we actually lose, especially during flood. And regarding this, we should construct storage houses in different areas, especially for perishable goods, cold storages. Then we have rapid transportation system. We have, in case of bumper crop, we should plan for export of that product. In this way, we can overcome this issue, which is also linked with the price hike as well. This assures stability, and this wastage can be utilized in cottage industry as well. So this needs actually proper coordination and cooperation of different departments, and proper supervision and guideline of the government and its a different department. Another issue of the crop sector, that every year we lose almost 11,000 acre of land because of water logging and salinity, which is detrimental for our agriculture sector. So far 6.2 million hectare of land is affected by this. And so if we make able these soils for cultivation, which needs following steps, like we should focus on regenerative agriculture, uh, and CSA climate smart agriculture, like laser labeling, mantling of the water beds of the canals, and proper utilization of water extracted from land or the underground water. Overuse results into waterlogging and salinity, and in the long run we will have water shortage, because underground water extraction rate is 90% and recharge is 1%. So another horrible scene is being visible us. It is a good sign that present government has allocated 22 billion rupees out of 85 billion agriculture fund for making agriculture more resilient. In this respect, development of resilient seeds is a good attempt, and we should focus on that. Next part is environmental hostile activities. It has been observed that in Pakistan, because of utilization of fertilizer, pesticides and insecticides, environmental concern is increasing. In case of greenhouse gases emission, share of the crop sector is almost 25%, which is very high. And I have discussed in case of status that it has been observed that out of 90% of the sample underground water samples, we find profenophos and imidacloprid, which are very harmful, and it is because of insecticides. These are the residuals of the insecticides. Likewise, in case of a survey, conducted by conducted in the Punjab, flooded Paddy area, we see the methane, CH4, and nitrous oxides and 2O, which are 300 times more lethal than carbon dioxide. So to overcome this issue, what is the solution? We should move towards regenerative agriculture, which may increase, and it has been reported, organic matter by 25%, and water saving by 20%. So this is a good sign. In this respect, we should focus on compost. We should utilize compost. We should utilize manure instead of fertilizers, and we should move towards biological control instead of chemical control. These are the simple words, and we should believe in crop rotation. This is very important. Likewise, CSA or climate smart agriculture, as I have discussed, this is very important. Another issue is the flooding. As you see that during monsoon period, we observe flood here in Pakistan, and sometimes they are so lethal that we have to lose our crops, having billion of dollars worth, and during 2025's flood, crops having the worth $1 billion were lost. Regarding this, we should focus on early warning system. We should improve our meteorological department. Forecast should be improved. We should educate the people. We should make storages, cold storages in a safe area, and people should not be allowed to settle in marshy areas. So these are the precautions, and we should ban on the housing societies. So people actually are selling, especially these vast marshy areas, to the housing societies. Likewise, we should develop the weather resilient seeds, etc. Another issue is balance between minor crops and the major crops. Both are important because Minor crops like horticulture, that is the vegetable and fruit, they provide us minerals, and minerals are very important for human beings. So there should be balance between, as we see that we are focusing on man crops instead of minor crops. So minor crops should be like should be encouraged, like mango, orange, and new, actually we have got now the new variety of fruits are entering into Pakistan market, and demand is on rise. Then we have the banana, and we should tackle the disease as discussed in man issues of Pakistan agriculture sector and its solution. You can listen that lecture. So we should strike a balance between these major sectors and the minor sector. Both are important for our balanced diet is very important. So far, we are actually having a carbohydrate rich diet, and we are not focusing on the fats, which we will discuss in case of livestock and poultry farming. It is a secondary source of protein. We are not focusing. No doubt it has increased. There is a growth rate of that sector, livestock and poultry, is very high. So we have more proteins. So this is good sign. But in case of minerals, that is the vitamins, we should focus on growing different fruits. We should focus on horticulture sector and vegetables sector. Uh, uh, Another dimension of our crop sector is poor technological use in Pakistan. As you know, that there are almost 15 lakh 15 lakh tubers, and then we have the 7 lakh tractors, and we are short in machinery, and almost 75% of machinery is actually relevant to two crops, that is the wheat and I think cotton, whereas the rest of the crops are stands ignored. We don't have the pruners, we do potato shakers, and so many other, and processing technology as well. We don't have the crop rotation concept. We don't have the fit-in technology concept. Every year we grow same, actually produce on the same land, and as a result our fertility actually is compromised. So instead of taking different crops or different varieties of the crops from same piece of land, we are taking actually one or two crops. It has been observed that China and India, they usually take 4 or 5 or some 5 actually different crops from the same piece of land, and as a result not it is not only production which increases, price stability is assured, and proper utilization, that is optimum utilization of land takes place. Likewise, the income of the farmer spreads over the year instead of waiting for another crop. So the ripe time period of every produce as per modern technology has come down from 4 months to 2 months. So we can do likewise. This is the technology. We at the same time we can do different activities, sporting activities like rearing of poultry birds, livestock, and then the cropping of the wheat or the maize, because they are sporting in the sense that feces of the poultry farm or the droppings, they can be utilized as a manure. Likewise, in case of horticulture, leaves can be utilized as a compost, which is very important. And more wheat means more feed for these poultry birds. So these are sporting. Same is true in case of livestock. So this is the technology. These are the techniques which are being used by modern world. And in this respect, we should educate, because most of the farmers are not familiar with these techniques. And our educated people, they avoid to do an agriculture activity. Rather, they prefer to move foreign, or they are living in urban areas. So there should be the giant venture of the educated people, modern technology, and the farmers and the transporter, etc. So in this way, we can have a great agriculture or the crop revolution in Pakistan. With this, I end my lecture. I hope that you will subscribe my channel, that is Breaking Analysis and Debate TV. Professor Shakeel Abbasi is saying you Assalamu alaikum.